Welcome to our video on fascinating world of Cestoda parasite. In the next 9 minutes, we will explore the etiology, common characteristic, life cycle, mode of transmission, prevention, and treatment of these parasites. So let's dive in. Cestoda parasites belong to a class of worms known as tapeworms. These parasites are flat, segmented worms that can infect human and a wide range of animals. They are characterized by their long, ribbon-like bodies composed of multiple segments called proglottids. Tapeworms are hermaphroditic, meaning they possess both male and female reproductive organs with each proglottid. This unique feature allows them to produce thousands of eggs, ensuring their survival and spread.
Tapeworms are flat, segmented worms that live inside some animals' intestines, and ours. We know that 6 types of these parasites infect people. If an animal is infected with tapeworms and you eat that animal's meat,
commonly referred to as tapeworms. These have long, flattened bodies that vary dramatically in length. The smallest sexually mature specimens are about half a millimeter in length, while the largest can grow to over 30 meters, or almost 100 feet, and inhabit sperm whales. Their bodies begin with a head-like scolex, or holdfast, with 2 attachments called bothria, or 4 suckers that it uses to attach to its host. These scolexes are often also armed with hooks or spiny tentacles. Behind the scolex is the strobila, the tapeworm's main body. The strobila begins with a germinative zone, sometimes referred to as the neck, that forms new proglottids through mitotic division. This body plan is unique among the flatworms, not only for the apparent proglottization, but also because of the lack of any head region. Though the scolex superficially resembles a head, it is actually derived from the posterior end of the larva. These larval forms are known as oncospheres and have 6 hooks on their anterior end. However, some research suggests that as the larva grows, these hooks are detached, and on the opposite end, the posterior end, the scolex develops. This would mean that tapeworms completely change the orientation of their bodies as they grow. In addition, tapeworms do not have intestines, and all nutrients are absorbed by a specialized surface layer of cells called neodermis, covered by unique appendages called microtrichs that are found only in tapeworms and no other animals. Almost all tapeworms are hermaphrodites, meaning they are both male and female at the same time, and each proglottid contains an independent reproductive complex as well as a chain of excretory canals. In addition, 2 nerve cords extend from the nerve ring in the scolex and run back through each proglottid. Like the flukes, the tapeworm reproductive system takes up the majority of their bodies and includes mostly numerous testes, seminal vesicles, sperm ducts, a copulatory organ called a cirrus, a single-lobed or unlobed ovary, vagina, and uterus, with eggs and unique vitellarium or multiple vitelline follicles, which produce vitelline cells that are included in the formation of eggs. Both male and female parts share a common external opening known as the genital pore, which is situated at the surface opening of the cup-shaped atrium. The uterus, meanwhile, is separated by the uterine pore on the ventral side of the proglottid. These genital complexes can also multiply within a single proglottid to 2 or even more sets of complexes, maximizing the reproduction potential of the tapeworm. Often, individual tapeworms will cross-fertilize with other tapeworms in mutual exchange of sperm. However, if no other tapeworms are present, individual proglottids can instead fertilize other proglottids or self-fertilize. Since these worms are unable to synthesize lipids, which they need for reproduction, they are entirely dependent upon the diet of their host, whose food they absorb through their body walls.
begins after you ingest tapeworm eggs or larvae. No, they're not a side order. There are two ways that you could be infected. Once inside your intestines, the eggs develop into larvae, and the larvae become mobile. If they migrate out of your intestines, they'll form cysts in other tissues, such as your lungs, central nervous system, or liver.
Understanding the life cycle and mode of transmission of Cestoda parasites is essential in preventing and treating infections. So let's take a look closer. The life cycle of Cestoda parasites typically involves two main hosts, an intermediate host and a definite host, which can be humans or other animals. The eggs or larvae of Cestoda parasites are ingested by the intermediate host, where they develop endocytic circuits or other larval forms. When the intermediate host is consumed by the definite host, the larvae are released, attached to the intestinal wall, and develop into adult tapeworms. Let's proceed to the prevention. Preventing Cestoda infections primarily revolves around hygiene, sanitation, and safe food practices.
Step 1. Wet your hands. Remember, friends, we want to wash our hands for at least 20 seconds to make sure we get rid of all of the germs. Step 2. Use enough soap to cover both hands entirely. Step 3. Rub your hands palm to palm. Step 4. Put one palm on top of your other hand, interlace your fingers and rub. Repeat with the other hand. Step 5. Put your palms together and interlace your fingers and rub. Step 6. Rub the back of your fingers together with your hands in fists. Step 7. Make a fist around your thumb and rub rotationally. Repeat on the other hand. Step 8. Clasp your fingers together and rub them in a circle in the palm of your other hand. Make sure to do this on both hands. Step 9. Rinse your hands with water. Your hands are now clean and safe.
It is crucial to wash hands thoroughly with soap and clean water before handling food and after using the restroom. Additionally, consuming properly cooked meat and fish can help eliminate any potential larvae or eggs. An infection occurs, prompt and appropriate treatment is necessary to eliminate the Cestoda parasites and prevent the complications. These are the image of various antiparasitic medication used in treating Cestoda infection. Antiparasitic medications such as praziquantel are commonly prescribed to kill the adult tapeworms, depending on the severity of the infection. Additionally, treatments may be required to address any potential complications. Cestoda parasites, with their unique life cycle and adaptation, remind us of intricate nature of the microscopic world. So this image representing prevention measures, treatment, and healthy individuals. So that's the end of my report. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the world of Cestoda parasites. Stay vigilant, stay informed, and together we can protect ourselves from this captivating yet potentially harmful creature. Thank you for watching. Once again, this is JASCENT Paula AGA, your professor.